Welcome to Twisted Gaming.
Ultimate Combo.
Welcome back everyone to the channel. Today's video is about Microsoft. Now lately I've been very impressed with Microsoft on what they're doing to the video game industry. I didn't know what their plan was before, but after seeing this video, I was like, really? Wow, this is a shocker. Let's check it out and talk further. Now, when I saw this trailer yesterday, I was like, Nintendo Switch? Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow. And it is out now. If you have the expansion pack service for Nintendo. I mean, I would have never seen this coming. Killer Instinct Gold. Wow! Come on now. Wow. Now, being a big Killer Instinct fan in the 90s, in the arcades, got the original Killer Instinct 1, Killer Instinct 2 arcade machines, and loved them to death. Got the Killer Instinct for Super Nintendo. It was, played the hell out of it though. And then when the Killer Instinct Gold came out for Nintendo 64, oh, I was in love. Even though it wasn't Killer Instinct 2 full-blown arcade like I wanted it to be, but, you know, the system couldn't power that. But anyways, still played the hell out of it. Then tons and tons of years go by, decades and stuff. And then Microsoft released Killer Instinct in 2013. The graphics were 4K. The combos, the whole gameplay was just ridiculous. Now, I never really understood what Microsoft was doing a few years ago, where they wanted to get more games out to everywhere. You know, because it's always been like a console wars battle. Nintendo, Sega, and then Sony came into the picture. Nintendo versus Sony, and then Microsoft versus Sony, and then, you know, PlayStation 5 versus Xbox. And I never really knew what Microsoft was actually doing in the future. And as soon as I heard they were bringing Horizon 5 out for the PlayStation 5, I was like, whoa. And of course it's out now. I was like, there was rumors before, and I was like, wow, they're bringing their main flagship games over to the PlayStation. And I get it now, because they don't care about the console crap. They don't care about their Xbox crap. They care about their software and their games, and they just want to blow it everywhere. You know, let's throw it on the Nintendo console, PlayStation, PC, Xbox, and giving you a choice. If you don't want to play Horizon 5 on Xbox, that's fine. Just play it on your PS5. I'm like, wow. And then, yeah, of course, I haven't bought it yet, which I'm going to. But then when they announced Killer Instinct Gold for Nintendo Switch, because you got to understand, Microsoft, they even own Killer Instinct Gold now too. They own the whole Killer Instinct IP. They own it all. So Microsoft are the ones that let Nintendo bring out Killer Instinct Gold for the Switch, which I was totally blown away because I've never seen this coming. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Kudos to Microsoft. I never knew I was going to say that before, because, you know, I was always a Nintendo and PlayStation fan, even though I owned an Xbox one time. But I was like, you know, let's keep the wars going. And now I'm like, damn, dude, it don't really matter what system you on. Who cares? There ain't no console wars anymore. Who cares? Just buy the system you want. And then I started thinking about it. Well, So they bring Horizon 5 to the PlayStation 5, even though it's not physical format. Boo. It's only digital. Still killer though. And then Killer Instinct Gold is out now for the Nintendo Switch. And then I was thinking, oh, please. And it is a rumor right now. It is a rumor. It could happen, but it is a rumor right now that possibly Killer Instinct 2013, you know, the one they brought in 2013 could come out for the PS5. I mean, even if they brought it even out on the Switch too, that would be amazing, because you got to think about it. You know, Microsoft, they're all about, you know, business, getting the games out more. And, you know, and I got scared when they were buying all these companies like Doom and all these companies, and Activision, Call of Duty. They're not going to take no Call of Duty away from PlayStation. They make too much money off of it. So then I started thinking, if they bring the Killer Instinct that came out in 2013 for the Xbox on PlayStation 5 or Nintendo Switch 2, dude, that would be amazing. Because it's not that we don't like Xbox. Like me personally, the reason why I like PlayStation better than Xbox is all because of the controller. Okay? I like the PlayStation controllers better. And I grew up on PlayStation and Nintendo. You know, I wasn't really an Xbox or Sega fan, you know. But anyways, if they start bringing out their major stuff like Halo to the PlayStation 5 or something, it would be amazing. It would be amazing. Because if you really think about it, it doesn't really matter what console you buy. Whatever console you like the best, you buy that console. And all the cool games should be available on all of them. Of course, if you're a Nintendo fan, Nintendo will never have any of their games on Xbox or PlayStation, because that's just how they are. But I'm really starting to get a lot of respect for Microsoft for what they're trying to do and to get their games more playable everywhere. You know, I mean, I'm very impressed. I'm going to go ahead and get the Nintendo expansion service. I already got the regular service, but I'm going to get the expansion just because Killer Instinct Gold's on there. And maybe I want to play it in my bed sometime on the handheld or something. You know what I mean? But Horizon 5, I had it on my Xbox when I did have the Xbox. Amazing, amazing game. And I've seen that people say it plays a lot better on PlayStation 5, which, you know, I'm going to buy it on PS5 because that's exciting. But I would love to see other Xbox games come to PlayStation 5 and possibly the Switch 2 in the future, because, you know, it's all about preference, what consoles you like, you know, the best, and the game should be available on there. And if Microsoft does that, boy, that's a win-win on everything, you know, because they're making all their money and they're making all the gamers happy, because we would love to have Killer Instinct on the PlayStation or a Switch console. It'd be dope. But hey, it's a first baby step in the right direction. Forza Horizon 5 is now on the PS5. Killer Instinct Gold, which Microsoft owns that game, is on the Nintendo Switch now. It's crazy. It's great. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. Let me know in the comments below, but I really love what Microsoft is doing now. I see it. I didn't see it before, but I see it now. So I understand them. Good job, Microsoft Xbox. Awesome. Till next video, Twisted Gaming. Peace.
Keep us going steady. Like the sun kisses the